Alrighty, we're on to Hoplite Salvador. Uh, there's not too much to talk about in terms of the Hoplite on Salvador. The Hoplite has quite a bit to offer Salvador, but he doesn't have too much to offer it. To just quickly go over some things, uh, Salvador's most interesting thing he can do with his Hoplite is the fact that he has innate damage reduction. This gives 50%. The Juggernaut class mod at 10 out of 5 gives an additional 40%, which, when these two things are active together, that translates into, I believe, a roughly 48 point something percent damage reduction, which will significantly boost the already significant size of our capacity. And yeah, that's about it. Sadly, Salvador doesn't have anything that can mitigate the 2.5-second recharge delay, but he does have at least, or the Hoplite does at least have a 1.9 recharge rate, which does give you a nice chunk of in-combat healing per second when it does activate. In terms of gear, I'm just going to be using some pretty typical stuff with the interfacer. This butcher is a bit weird because it's a critical hit butcher and slag. I think the slag critical hit butcher is a bit underrated on Salvador because it does two things that he really wants to do, which is shoot shoot slag and get a critical hit modifier on a offhand weapon. It's kind of comparable to a Slaga. Not that one. This one. It's not nearly as good as slagging, obviously. And if I were to use a vertical grip, it would be even better at slagging. But the 50% critical hit is pretty good. And the other nice thing about it is it can help upkeep your locked and loaded for fire rate bonuses. So this is the spec. This is my badass rank. And we're going to be doing some Finks Slaughterhouse today. Oh yeah, I should probably also point out the class mod I'm using, the Legendary Titan. This is because it will give us HP regeneration per second, which means we don't need to be using a Moxie gun with this setup. In terms of other class mods you could be using, the tank class mod is pretty interesting because it gives an additional 1.5 million shield capacity, and that 58% recharge rate is also very interesting to us because our recharge rate per second is our primary source of healing in this build. But if we did use the tank class mod, we would have to be using a Moxie gun somewhere. And yeah, I think that's the most interesting class mod that Salvador could use with the Hoplite. Another interesting thing we could use is the Skin of the Ancients, because it gives us an additional 42% capacity, which I believe gives us a 1.6 million shield capacity, and an additional 42% recharge rate. And if we combine that with the tank class mod, that would be 100% recharge rate per second. So that's pretty good. But overall, the Titan class mod is a better experience because you don't need to rely on a Moxie gun to keep you out of fight for your life. So let's start killing shit. I'll go over here first. And as I fight, just keep an eye on my shield bar. Because I think that's an interesting thing to watch. How effective my damage resistance can extend like the HP of my shields. Oh, I did get him. I thought he was about a full heal. Let's wait for our cooldown a bit. And proceed. Word of some warning. It's pretty hard for me to see psychos in the slaughterhouse. I have a bad time aiming in here. Especially rats. I just end up mistaking living rats for dead corpses, and it makes it hard to understand why I'm being hit. Oh, he's down here. Let's get a bit of cooldown. And they're all over there. Yeah. The interfacer is very good on Sal, if you didn't know. If I can at least hit his face, it would look better. As I kind of said at the start of the video, the Hoplite isn't, like, the greatest shield ever for Salvador to use. Like, the 20-something million capacity. I can kill you. Maybe. The 20, I think 3 million shield capacity is excellent when combined with Salvador's damage resistance, but it's not that much better than just using either a Rough Rider or a Neo Generator on Sal. And obviously Sal has a lot more synergy with regenerating HP than he does with shields. There we go. You do have to pay some pretty close attention to just how low your shield is getting. I think they're downstairs. I had a phone call. I also haven't been paying attention to my ammo. Whoops. Yeah, I think the mutated lab rat's eye attack thing can bypass shields, which is why it instantly kills you when you get hit by it. So you gotta be careful of that. Let's try and... Nope, he didn't get slagged. Oh, I still killed him anyways. And the bomber snuck attacked me. I'm going to have just cheaply use the Norfleet. That's what it's there for, though. And on to wave 3. Ugh. And I died because my grenade didn't actually throw. That is the most annoying thing to deal with as Salvador. Not throwing your grenades when you throw your grenades. It's also annoying that your guns don't automatically reload sometimes in Gunzerking. Gotta sometimes use a bit of caution to let your shields regenerate. Did that rat have a Nova shield? I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Did it, like, equip a Nova shield? Let's see if I can kill these buzzards. I think they have more HP than normal. They feel pretty hard to kill. Gonna have to take a bit of cover, because I'm slowly dying. One thing I've noticed while playing Hoplite Salvador is I feel like my fight for your lifetime is getting weird. Like, I feel like I can go down a lot without my bleed out timer getting any faster. I don't know if that's just a placebo or what. I haven't looked into it any, but it certainly feels like I can go down a lot without dying. Like, I've gone down a fair bit, and I feel like that timer should be going down faster. Three more dudes over here. And one more down here. And something else that's annoying is sometimes when you throw your grenade, it feels like my guns stop firing, even though I'm holding down the trigger. Salvador do be quirky like that. I know I don't actually need to kill the buzzards, but it's about sending a message. And that message is violence. Yeah, I'm running out of shields. Gonna have to regenerate a bit. Don't want to let him get too close to me. And I'll wait for my Gunzerk. Man, the fastball's good. He had a shock shield. That's not very good for me, and I'm gonna have to use the North Fleet to get a second win because he went behind cover. Normally I wouldn't use the North Fleet, but the slaughterhouse has a lot of cover that enemies like to hide behind, and the top knee just doesn't always quite cut it. And this is supposed to be a showcase of how durable the Hoplite can be on Salvador. So, I'd rather not mess around too much with dying. I'm gonna need you to back up a little. And one more badass. And on to the final round. He didn't get slag. Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. Like I said, I feel like I can go down a lot with this build for some reason. That was weird. I ended my Gunzerk as I threw my 2 grenades. And assuming I can actually go in and out of Fight for Your Life a lot on this build, and it's like that's actually what's happening. It does feel nice, whatever is going on there, where you can just enter and exit with relative fluidity. I'll get to you in just a moment, sir. There's probably... that barrel's already exploded. And that was round 5. That was pretty painless. Let's go check what kind of hail we get. That is a hail of all time. Yeah, so this has been Hoplite Salvador. Nothing too special or interesting. It definitely works. I wouldn't say it's bad at all. It's not my favorite way to play Salvador because, like I said, I prefer the Evolution Neo Generator or the Rough Rider on Sal because he gets a lot more percent HP regeneration than he does have anything to do with shields. I don't think there's anything else really to talk about. So thanks for watching. That was a rude Salvador.